If you like our videos, consider checking out our Patreon.
Hey everybody, Gutter Birders, Tuesday again, so that means...
Your storage place.
Talk. That's jive talk for marijuana.
Nudity on slick paper.
It means we're spinning the fucking wheel again. Let's hope for... What was last week?
Probably poop.
I don't fucking remember.
But if we spin
doesn't
that
matter.
fucker and it says kids safe, I'm throwing that thing through the window.
That's what it was. It was kids safe. That's exactly what it fucking was.
Kids safe.
Oh yeah, I guess I could have just looked down.
Yeah. Well.
But anyway, let's spin that motherfucking wheel. Whip the volumes down. Then you gotta have the sound effects.
Yeah, you gotta have that weird clicking. Sounds like it's in your head.
It's okay to say no to drugs.
Bullshit! Who said that?
So I guess we'll be back
Barbara
after
Bush.
we watch it.
It's a video of starring Barbara Bush. Wouldn't it be fucked up if it was? Turn on, there's Barbara. Why does she always look old?
Because she was always old.
She was like 100 years old when they hooked up. I never understood that. Like, how the fuck does your mother look 800 years old? She had George when she was 80.
Okay, so we're back, and the will gave us a gift this time. Surprisingly, I was pleasantly surprised with this one.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nothing different. It's nothing, we haven't all seen before. But, like I said, it's okay to say no to drugs.
And it does not star Barbara Bush.
No, it kind of stars Artie Johnson, the creepy neighbor from Evil Tunes. I mean, he's been in a million things else, but that's what I will always remember him from.
But,
and he's talking about making movies and drugs.
he's got a giant head.
We're getting ready to make a movie. It's a fantastic movie. Action, adventure, romance. I love making movies. It's exciting. It's a lot of fun. Sometimes it feels like everyone's pulling me in different directions at once. Being a kid is kind of like that. One friend wants you to do one thing, another friend wants you to do another. But, sometimes there are kids who want you to do bad things, like drugs.
Yeah, he does have a big fucking head. I mean, I should know. I have a big fucking head and we can smell our own. And he's telling us this story about this family moving from Wisconsin or wherever to L.A.
It's a story about a boy named Scott and his sister Pam. It was their first day in a new city, Los Angeles. They moved out here from Wisconsin with their parents.
And we get to meet the son and the daughter, Scott and Pam, and, here.
Rambo Moving Company at your service.
Don't even be cute. I thought you two called it truce until we got the house in order.
Just kidding, Scott.
Nothing to get me down today. Finally, house I got my own bathroom.
I don't know, I just hope...
What is it, honey?
I just miss my friends. I just hope I can make some here.
Pam, you and Scott are going to make plenty of new friends here.
Yeah, but it's a new school and I don't know anyone.
Don't worry, Pam. I'll still say hi to you in the hall, even if everyone hates you guts.
It's the story of the Nelsons. The Mike Nelson family.
And then, you might have noticed, if you did it or not, 'cause it took us a little bit, we're like, wait, is it? Is it? Is it? Yes, that's Paul fucking Walker.
Dude, those people move back and forth like crazy. Nelson went to fucking California, and then I hear he moved back to Minnesota. All of them went to California at one point or another, or together, I don't know, and then now they're all back in Minnesota. Like, fucking Mary, she was down in Texas, now she's back in Minnesota. Trace Ballou, I don't know. They're all in Minnesota, man. It's just, they all went everywhere, but now they're back in Minnesota. Frank, New York, I think.
It has anything to do with this whatsoever.
No, it just blows my mind, man.
Okay, good for you.
They move a lot. Shit.
So anyway, as Paul Walker, I guess, should I stick with Paul Walker or should I call him Scott? But it doesn't fucking matter. Scott and Pam here hanging out.
You can call him Scott.
Whatever.
They can't spell his name right.
We'll get to that. Whenever, a group of kids from the neighborhood come over and they're all nice and they want to hang out.
Yeah.
Hey guys, we got company. This is Al, Renee, and Marty, the official welcoming committee.
Hi.
How you doing?
See? What do you say, Mike?
Okay, kids, take 5.
When in your fucking life have you ever went somewhere new and kids come over and be like, we're the welcome wagon, come and hang out with us?
Never. It's never happened. I moved to new towns, where I had to meet new kids, and they were all dicks, Dick.
Yeah, pretty much.
See?
So whatever, they go out to hang out around LA and Venice and all that kind of fucking stuff, and there's like a montage and all that shit.
And they're having fun. They're laughing and playing and frolicking.
Until the kid from Over the Top or whatever pulls out a fucking joint and starts smoking it.
No, cigarettes are bad for you.
What's so funny? That ain't cigarettes. It's the real thing, man.
You know, pot, marijuana.
You guys do know what that stuff is, don't you? Yeah, sure, but I thought we had a couple of geeks there for a second.
You know, a couple of puffs of that and you'd be blasted for the whole day. Well, no, I don't know.
Well, we really have to be back at the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. See ya, Marty.
Yeah.
See ya.
Now let's for people that now there
Not
are
the little
some,
kid.
there will be some that are like, oh yeah, dude from Over the Top, you know, but we must explain, you know.
Well, you must explain, because I don't remember him from that, so I'm just going off your word that it is.
Whatever. Here's my word that it is. Okay, in that scene in the diner scene when they're doing whatever, and on the other side there's an arcade.
Yes.
All right,
yes,
and there's
yes.
a group of little kids over there doing whatever, and that kid had the bicycle black gloves on and shit, and he's, I'm gonna break your arm, punk, to like the girly looking kid that was still.
Yeah, basically, he was the version of the kid from Wizard that had the power glove.
True.
You know, they were kind of the same kid,
Kind
but
of.
a different, same character, but in different movies.
Right.
But anyway,
There you go.
the kid lights a joint, so Paul and Pam, Scott and Pam, whatever, I'm going to keep rotating between Scott and Paul, I know it. They fucking leave because, you know, joint.
Right. They don't like joints.
So they leave there and they go to the arcade where they're playing that, you know, that game, that carnival game where you hit the fucking thing and the frog goes bloop. You have to get it on the lily pad.
Yeah.
Right, so they're playing that whenever the kid from Over the Top comes up and tries to get Pam to smoke crack.
You know, it's too bad you guys left yesterday. We had a rad time at the beach. Hey, you almost did?
God, what a drag. I never want to move again.
Oh, relax. Got a surprise for you. You're so special. You're gonna love it.
Isn't that crack?
Hey, she's pretty and smart. Quick trip to the parking lot, a couple of blasts of this. It's flight time.
Seriously, just like, oh, have some crack, you know? And she's like, nah, I don't want some crack. He's like, how about some PCP? You know?
So Paul comes up and he and fucking bumps into a garbage can.
That kid had a fucking Batman utility belt of drugs.
And then a cop comes up and then he gives the cop lip.
Hey, you mind picking that up?
Well, why don't you call a garbage man?
All right, you're out of here, pal. Take off.
You have a ton of drugs on you.
Don't give
Shut
the
up.
cop fucking be like, yes, sir. Pick up the fucking garbage and leave.
Right, and that's basically what I would say to anybody. You got drugs on you? Shut the fuck up. Don't say nothing.
So they leave there and they're playing other corny games whenever they meet these other two fucking kids and now they're friends with them.
Hi, I'm Carlos. This is Lisa.
Hi.
Where'd you learn to pitch like that?
I don't know. I guess it runs in the family.
Yeah, sure.
Hi, I'm Pam, and this is my brother Scott. We just moved here. Hey, you guys want to go get something to eat?
Sure.
Cool.
So they go and they have a fucking bumper car Fast in the Bumper fucking montage.
Fast and the Bumper Furious.
Yeah. And that kind of fucking shit, you know, they're having fun.
This is what bothered me the most about the whole Carney thing. Is that they all had big giant puppets and shit, and we all goddamn know that if you want to win one of them big fuckers,
You gotta win a whole bunch
you
of
gotta
little
hit
ones.
the most impossible thing.
No, you gotta
Now,
win a
the
whole
little
bunch of
things-
little ones to
The little ones,
trade in
they
for
always
the...
have like a little thing that you have
Yeah.
to do, and then there's a bigger thing to get the bigger thing.
Yeah.
But like the little thing is fucking hard to accomplish. Like knock the bottles over that are glued to the goddamn table, and we know they are. Goddamn it, you know, because you're like, "Meow!" and a fucking thing hits it, and they go. you're like, fuck
Well,
you,
dude,
man.
it's not
80-mile-an-hour
It's not that they're.
beanbag.
It's not that they're glued. It has to do with like how heavy they are and the placement of them. That you cannot knock. It's almost impossible to knock down all three. It's like the spacing of it and how heavy they are.
What are they fucking made out of steel? Like I fucking nailed them fuckers at one point, and they just barely rocked.
Well,
I'm
then
like,
you must be a
fuck
fucking
you.
puss, because
That must be, dude.
normally most people take out two, but can never get down the third one.
I'm thinking these ones were glued. You know,
Well,
because
that's
these
a stupid
motherfuckers-
carnival because of how people are like shenanigans.
I should have called shenanigans. I called shenanigans when we were just walking around the corner. They were all lined like this. You're walking around, they're just jumping on, hey, all over the goddamn. Dude, they're like monkeys. They're just jumping all over the place. And they were just like, come over here and play, come over here and play. You're like, get off me.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Gypsy fuckers. You know, they travel around in your little fucking minivan.
So anyway, blah blah fucking blah. Pam's in bed and Mom's giving her pills, and they have a whole conversation about
go back.
pills and drug dealers.
Wait.
What?
Go back, because no, you are not putting that on there. You said Pam's in bed, and I went, ooh, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute, she's a little girl. I don't want to be like, ooh. So, yeah.
Well, it was
I'm
a
thinking
mistake.
It was like the mom.
It was
or
a mistake. I'm leaving it in there.
Do you fucking better not leave
Because
it
you
in there.
you left your explanation in there. It was a mistake. You did not need to
I
say.
don't need to be a politician on this. I did not mean.
Well, anyway, that's happening. It's on there.
Oh, whatever then. Fuck it.
So-
my political career is over. Thanks a lot.
Dude, you didn't say grab her by the pussy, her little fucking young ass. Never mind. I'm gonna stop fucking talking.
Please
now.
stop.
Anyway,
We both have a
like
political career,
anyway,
Liz.
anyway, here.
Did somebody offer you pills?
Not exactly. I mean, some pills are good and some pills are bad, right? So what makes something like cocaine so bad?
Cocaine can make you do things that are dangerous. It can hurt your body and make you sick. Now, I'd still like to know about those pills.
Well, see, I saw some kids at the arcade taking pills.
You did?
And then Paul Scott comes in, and they have like a family moment.
If anyone offers you pills or drugs or anything you think is bad for you, just say no. Then tell me about it. But these pills are all right. They're going to make you feel better after all the junk your brother let you eat at the arcade.
Let her eat? I let her eat?
Corn dogs, cotton candy, ice cream.
No way, Mom. If I was in there, she would have cleaned the place out. She went through that place like a bulldozer. Took me and two other guys to get away from the taffy apples.
Oh, Scott, you lie like a major rug.
No way.
All right, that's enough. It's time for you to hit the sack. Tomorrow's your first day at the new school.
Yeah. Okay. Good night, Mom. And Porky. Oh. I mean, Pam.
And that family moment ends with like, throwing of a pillow and
Good, wholesome family fun.
So then it cuts back to Artie Johnson, right? And he's talking about how orange juice and breathing and talking to friends is better than drugs.
Sometimes life can be scary. Some people use alcohol or cigarettes or drugs to deal with their fears, but that's not the right way to handle your problems. A little orange juice, a couple of deep breaths, and a friend to talk over things with are much better ways of dealing with your fears.
And I can say 100% say, no, it's not.
It's
because,
funny,
one, orange juice gives me fucking heartburn.
Right.
Two, what was the second thing? Breathing. Yeah, well, I can do that. That's fine. That don't help anything. And three, talking to friends damn well don't help because I gotta talk to this dickbag, which just doesn't pay attention anyway and just goes off on its own thing. So yeah. Yay! I'd rather do drugs.
Yeah, and you do.
No, I don't. Never.
Oh yeah.
Never, ever.
Never.
Never, ever, never.
Ever. But there are. And I know that. No, watching as we were watching it, it didn't take long, but I noticed Paul Walker right off the bat.
Yeah.
Like a he's just like, yes, he's a younger version. But man, he had the same fucking mannerisms, that same swagger.
That doesn't say much for fucking Paul Walker because he acts basically the same as he did when he was 15. His acting did not improve over all those years.
He changed. No, he kind of had the same delivery, all the way through. But nobody said he was a great actor. They just said he was a good guy, though.
Yeah.
And way too early.
So anyway, speaking of Paul and his mannerisms, it cuts to Paul going into the bathroom where a dude tries to get him to smoke a cigarette.
Hey, Scott, what's doing? Hey, Marty. Pal said he ran into your sister at the arcade yesterday. Yeah. I guess he was stoned, huh? I guess. Hey, man, Al's crazy, but he's cool. Man, he's anything but cool. So he likes to have a good time. Until he got kicked out of the place? Yeah, the man was just uptight. Man, the way he was acting, he could hurt somebody. Yeah, but he didn't. Come on, relax. Have a seat.
But Paul Walker, you know, Scott Walker, whatever.
He's too cool for school.
He does like a little monologue fucking speech thing.
Do you do anything that's cool? You don't do grass. You don't take pills. You won't even smoke a cigarette. What do you like? Man, I like girls. I don't know any of them like a guy that smells like an ashtray.
Now that's cool.
Yeah.
And then the other two dudes that are in the bathroom with him are like, yeah,
as he's going, and Keenan Ivory Wayne's in the back is saying, yeah. As he's delivering the lines, man, you can see all Paul Walker right there. You're just like watching a younger Fast and Furious version here, except that's not a young Vin Diesel. I wonder what young Vin looked like.
But what's great
he was weird looking with hair, man.
But what's great, yeah. But I do love that one line when he's like, I like girls.
Man, I like girls.
Because he's like, you don't do nothing cool. You don't like nothing. You don't smoke cigarettes. You don't smoke weed. He's like, I like girls.
Yeah, Walker was like, I like poon, bro. So, eat that. Smoke that joint. Fuckface.
So then we cut to fucking Paul and Pam and, like, you know, the other two, you know, their other two friends. I cannot remember their fucking names, but they're hanging out at a skate park talking about drugs.
Try doing some of those stunts when you're stoned.
Ouch, we're talking major pain. Yeah, but a lot of kids are in it, dope. What do you say when someone offers you grass? Simple. You just say no.
And then it cuts to fucking Tootie, right? She's sitting there telling us about, like, drugs and all that kind of fucking stuff. About Tootie.
Tootie?
Wasn't that her fucking name in fucking Facts of Life?
Was it? I didn't watch Facts of Life that much. I don't remember Tootie. I watched All in the Family and MASH because of my dad.
Dude, that's way later. Facts of Life was way later. But anyway. Now you made me lose track. He's talking about being different and drugs.
Drugs.
If you know kids who are into drugs, then stay away from them. Look how much fun Pam and Scott are having with Carlos and Lisa. They're not stoned. They're just enjoying life. And that's my kind of people.
Everybody loves drugs. Dude, it's Venice. There's drugs everywhere. Jesus. But yeah, I like the skate park where they were showing like all the early 90s skating. Like, now they're doing those...
With those skateboards.
Now everything's crazy, extreme crazy. You know?
But what was funny, when he's saying this is 1988, he's like, man, and then Tony Hawk came around. I was like, dude, Tony Hawk's been around this whole time when this
Tony
came
Hawk
out.
was 35.
Oh, Tony Hawk was in that awful fucking... What was that fucking Christian Slater movie? Remember him and Christian Slater were in that movie?
Yeah.
And, like, you know, he was like, it was a skateboarding fucking movie that his brother got kidnapped by the government agency or something. Attack the Block. No. Skate the Block. Gleaming the Cube. Gleaming the fucking Cube. That was it.
You sure that's not what you call jerking off?
Oh, dude, that's Gleaming the Pole.
The bowl?
The pole.
Oh, the pole.
Yeah, so maybe we'll have to look for Gleaming the Cube someday. So anyway, we're getting back to this. We cut to the fucking kid from Wonder Years, you know, that was Kevin's brother, right?
Yeah.
The dickheady one, and he's talking about, what? Drugs.
You're gonna find a porno with a dude dressed up in a Cubert costume, you know?
I made it a point not to hang around kids who do drugs. If you know kids who do drugs, stay away from them. If that means being different, then great. Be different. Go for it. Because you're the one who's going to come out the winner.
I do love how the dickbag from Wonder Years was like, hey, if you know kids that do drugs, stay away from them and ostracize them.
Like, oh yeah, because that works. Like, how about just talk to them? They are your friends. And be like, hey, I don't know, dude, feeling a certain way about it. If you think they have a problem, obviously. Being a dickbag about it, probably not a good idea. Yeah. You know, because you might just send them over the edge. They need people. They don't need less people.
Well, the world needs less people, but that's not here nor there.
Well, the world needs more caring people. Tired of everybody's attitude.
Yeah.
Fuck you! I got mine!
I got mine, yeah.
Fuck you! I got mine! Poor people looking at each other going, fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck, fuck, fuck.
Yeah.
And saying, I got health care, fuck you. Paid out the ass for it, but I got it.
So,
you know, fuck you.
Anyway, the kids are leaving the skate park when they get approached by this fucking dealer. Oh my god, I love this dude.
Oh, kids, where you going? Hey, I got something for the trip. Pot? acid, lewds, cocaine. You name the trip. It's in the bag.
Look, just back off, okay?
Fine. Just trying to do some business.
And dude, you know what? Seriously, anywhere, have you ever been like walking somewhere when some dude's like, "Hey man, you want some drugs?" and pulls out said drugs and shows them to you? I have never been anywhere once where any fucking person has actually came up to me, because normally you kind of gotta look for drugs. Normally the drugs don't come up to you.
That's not true in my case. The drugs did come up to me. Because the drugs, like the chain I had around my neck that I bought from California, so the drugs offered me drugs for the chain, so I gave up the chain for said drugs. Because I'm pathetic, but it was drugs, and I was like, woo.
Well, but at least they had, like, at least the drugs was, like, at least noticed, there was a reason. It wasn't just like, hey, random fucking person.
No, it was, it wasn't just like, hey, kid, you want drugs? And I wasn't a kid at the time, I was an adult male, and I did say drugs on the back of the toilet inside that bathroom.
So anyway, moving on. So that just leaves it down to a couple kinds of drugs. You're, like, kind of... Anyway, the family's now at home, and they're talking about drugs!
Drugs!
You say this happened near the school.
Yeah, but he was too old to be in school. I think he's just hanging out there somewhere.
Do you think you could give a description of this guy to the principal?
The principal? Dad, I'm new at this school. Do we have to go to the principal?
Your father's right, Pam. What if that man approached somebody who's not as smart as you or Scott?
I just don't want the kids at school to make fun of me.
The smart ones won't.
I'm not advocating drugs. I'm just saying I did them.
And that's really, helped you out a lot, hasn't it?
Look at me!
So, we cut down to Mark Summers of Double Dare germ phobia fame.
Yeah.
And, he's talking about drugs!
Drugs! Why not? Drugs are all over the place. Don't do drugs! We're just gonna say the word drugs 600 billion times.
Real friends don't try to make you do things that can hurt you. And believe me, drugs can hurt you. Makes it pretty simple, doesn't it? If somebody offers you drugs, you know they're not your friend. You don't need people like that around you. And for that matter, neither do Pam and Scott.
And then, guess what? We cut to Shannon Doherty now, which we saw in the opening credits, and me and Brian were like, where the fuck? Is that her? Is that her? No,
wearing the biggest goddamn yellow sweater, Big Bird sweater I've ever seen.
For real, and guess what? She talks about drugs!
Other kids talk to you about drugs and smoking and drinking all the time. A lot of them tell you it's fun. Well, they're wrong. Drugs are dangerous. Drinking can ruin your life, and smoking? Forget it. Like Mike said, give your parents a shot. Ask them about drugs. They're not going to get mad. They want to listen. But you've got to make the first move. So go on. Give them a shot.
She was smoking hot back in the day. I'm glad she's doing okay. Cancer. What the hell kind of cancer did she have? I forget.
Breast, I think.
Was it?
I don't fucking know.
She's doing all right now, though. Yeah.
Okay, so thanks for completely bringing that down with breast cancer.
I wasn't bringing it down with breast cancer. Breast cancer is a serious thing.
Yeah, so again, you're bringing down our mood in this thing. You keep it like Paul Walker died. Shannon Doherty had cancer.
But she's okay. So, ding. Paul Walker.
Well, not as okay as she did have it.
Paul Walker.
Not okay.
Not okay.
So blah blah fucking blah.
You bring it down further? Here you go. Fuck you. The reason why Paul Walker, the thing that affected me the most is because he has a daughter and I have a daughter, and he said that's what really bothered me about it, was because she was, I think she was Liv's age at the time, That's just fucked. That's a fucked up situation.
So it's just messed up that you're like, fuck somebody that doesn't have kids. They die.
No.
Or like, that psychopath had a fucking kid, so they're not a psychopath anymore.
No, I'm saying I can relate to, that.
But anyway, back to what I was saying. We're now on the road. So now I don't even know where the fuck we're at, dude. The fucking kid apologizes to Paul and crew.
Look, I'm sorry about what happened. I really didn't mean to. It's a bummer hanging out with Renee and Al. All they ever want to do is get high. You guys mind if I hang out with you for a while? Are you sure you want it?
Yeah, I think it'd be neat if you came with us.
Cool.
You guys, I think this is one time it's okay to say yes.
Yeah.
And now, dudes, let's check out some rad freestylers.
All right.
Oh, yeah, the one they almost hit them.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And then they go watch some BMX stuff.
So Over the Top Kid just kept going. He needed to turn around and see where his friend was. He was an asshole.
And then fucking Artie comes back and he says some shit.
Yeah, with his giant head and neck.
It's tough work being a star, you know. Each of you is a star, too. You've got a part to play in your own life. Your life, everyone's life, should be filled with fun and lots of laughs. To keep it fun, say no to drugs. You don't need them. And you don't need to be around kids who need them. Only a fool uses drugs. And I never met a fool who was cool. Be cool. Say no to drugs.
And then fucking credits come up. And what's great is, look at how they spell Paul Walker's name.
Walker. I know. You were looking down. I'm like, well, I'm specifically looking for his name because I knew it was him anyway.
Yeah.
But I'm like looking. I'm like, Paul Walker. What the fuck is that? Walker. I'm sure Paul was probably sitting there like, he's like, Mom and Dad, I got this part in this thing, and da-da-da-da-dee, and it's got Artie something or other in it, you know?
With Shannon Doherty?
Shannon Doherty.
And the dude from Wonder Years?
Yeah. Awesome. And then, like, you know, and then he's sitting
I'm top build, Mom! I'm top build!
Top of the world, Mom.
But then, yeah, he's like top build, but then his top billing is misspelled.
Yeah. If he saw that, he'd be like, you know, he'd probably do that thing where that Paul Walker, you know, he just does this and he walks in, fucking swaggers into his room. And they're like, don't worry, you're going to meet some big, bald, buff dude someday and make a bunch of car movies.
Well, a couple car movies.
Well, he made a good bit, though. He was on there for the whole goddamn thing.
No, dude, no. There's been probably just as many after his death as there has been before his death now.
I don't know.
Because wasn't it like 4? Wasn't that his last one? And isn't there like 8 plus this fucking one they're doing? I don't know. I don't know. I never really were into those movies.
There was a lot.
Because I watched the first one and I'm like, oh, so this is basically Point Break, but with cars. The first one was Point Break with cars. Then I liked the second one. I thought the second one was alright.
Did they explain his death at all?
I don't know. Yes, they did somehow, but I didn't fucking see it because I gave up on him after
I don't
like
think they killed him
4
in the movies, though.
He drove away or something.
Right.
His brother's, you know, his brother as him. Whatever. It doesn't matter.
That's still weird, though. Telling your the brother, like, oh, hey, we need to finish this, so could you play your brother? It's like,
yeah.
That's fucked, dude. That's fucked up. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is fucked up.
But see, I guess I probably gave up on those movies before I should have, because now they're just so over the top and crazy and bad.
Well, now
that's
not
all
even
the thing now.
Anymore.
Yeah, now it's Hobbs and Shaw.
And who?
I don't know, Shaw.
Shaw.
Just because I saw that trailer was everywhere for like 3 days.
What is it? It's just The Rock doing the
And
Rock
Statham.
thing and Statham doing the Statham thing.
Yeah.
Just fighting each other. You know, like, okay.
Whatever.
Dude, they went over the top when they had fucking The Rock hitting people into walls and shit.
See, that's one I haven't seen. I haven't seen any with The Rock.
And they're going flying.
I'm telling you, I think the last one I saw was 4. And then they went all crazy over the top, and I kind of wish I would have stuck around, but now I don't want to watch 4 movies, so I don't give a fuck.
But like, I get that he's strong and all, you know, he's all roided up strong and shit, because nobody's that cut at his age. So he fucking hitting dudes and they're like, "Boo!" Like 200-pound plus dudes are just flying 50 feet back. What is this? Are we gone superhero comic book style now? With the Fast and Furious movies?
Dude, driving cars from building into windows of a... Yeah.
Whatever. Oh, yeah, I know. From one building in Dubai, right? One building, 1,000-some feet up, all the way down. Are you fucking serious? Excuse me. Car goes out window, does this.
Because all the weight's up front.
Yeah, you don't think the engine's carrying that fucker like, that'll be a brick. You know, I'm so sure that they're like, look, we're flying, Jack, we're flying. Bow! Into another fucking thing, and you know, fuck you.
But anyway, that's enough about Fast and the Furious, which I cannot say much about, because I said I've only seen like the first 4.
I want to see them do that. I want to see him try that stunt. Like, you know what I mean? I mean, if you're gonna find a stuntman who's fucking nutty enough to try it.
What?
Like, go into one of the big ass buildings in Dubai and fucking get like a platform, you know, and have that fucker drive and see if he can make it all the way across the...
Oh, but you're talking like stuntman, like Evil Knievel, not stuntman like that does it for movies.
No.
You're talking about like real life...
I think you can pay those guys enough
I was like, you're talking about real life fucking...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. See if you can do it.
But anyway, on that note, we'll see you later. I have thought a few times about, like, checking out the other over-the-top fucking Fast and the Furious movies. But like I said, there's, like, 4 more of them. It's like, I don't
They
know
are what they are. All they are is blow them up, bag them up.
Mm-hmm.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
That's it. You know. But,
yeah, pretty much.
Definitely, you know, I hate being a passenger in cars. I don't like it. I like being in charge of the car. You know. Walker should have been like, nah. You know, I like driving. I hate fucking, especially some dude who's not. I mean, I don't even know. Was that guy even experienced in driving? Somebody said like, "Oh, he was a top da 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 da." I'm like, how the fuck did he lose control of the car that bad?
It happens, dude.
Maybe not try to go 110 miles
Yeah,
an
how
hour
about
to
that?
35.
Yeah,
You know,
that's the
like
whole
an
thing right there.
asshole.
How about not driving like an asshole?
Yeah.
That's all it is. How about just be cool about fire safety? Ooh, that's kind of wrong.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry.
You did not mean that.
Unintentional.
Unintentional. God damn it.
I don't really care because I've said worse.
I'm glad you don't care. Now we listen.
But I mean,
to
I just did.
dicks.
If I meant it, I would have said I meant it. But I really did not mean it.
No,
It just
that
came out
was
that
just-
fucking way. Just because that song is
because
still.
it was
That
still
song
stuck in
is
your head.
yeah. After all these fucking weeks, yeah. Doesn't help that every once in a while Trish will fucking sing it. I'm like, God damn it!
Well, that worries me. Like cars that they could just do that shit, burst into flames and shit.
Well, it's not like they could just do. I mean, yes, it has happened, but
car.
But at least fucking it wrecked. It's not like they were just driving and it went boom.
It's fucked up.
But anyway, I'm done with Paul
Horrible
Walker.
way to go, man.
I'm done with Paul Walker until we end up doing Tammy and the T-Rex, which we've been holding on to for fucking years.
Why is he in that?
Yes.
Oh.
That's like 1994. Him and Denise Richards. I've had it downloaded for fucking years, dude, and we just never fucking do it. Because I don't give a fuck. And it's not as bad as what we've been doing recently. I mean, it's bad, but, you know.
Every time I look over there, it looks like he's holding his dick.
Who?
Sean.
Oh, that Shaun of the Dead thing?
Yeah.
With the cricket bat?
The cricket bat is perfect right here. It looks like he's holding his winger.
That's just your head, man. You always think everything's a fucking dick.
Yeah. I look at your head, big dick.
Yeah. So anyway, can we end this, please?
Sure.
Okay.